fellow Sudokans, welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Monday the 10th of June 2024. I hope you are keeping well. It's not been a very good time for European politics, with the right-wing parties taking lots of shares, a lot of the share of votes in the European elections, as predicted. So it's not something we haven't foreseen for a while now. Unfortunately, it seems that Macron in France is going to dissolve the French Assembly and call for elections. Not essential, of course, because European elections were not part of French election. I mean, it's different from French national elections, but Macron has decided he is going to seek better support from the public at home, and well, we'll see how that plays out. He's been much criticized for that so far. This is the Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. Is my puzzle page, my YouTube channel, for my daily YouTube videos, playing all kinds of levels of Sudoku, from beginner level, which we should be playing now, up to the more difficult games that are played from newspapers, that appear in newspapers, I should say. So today, Monday, every Monday, it's a beginner's day, so I always explain the rules of Sudoku, and also, as I'm chatting about politics and chatting about anything else that's on my mind, because that's what the channel is about. It's not just about Sudoku, it's about whatever it wants to be about my life, about politics, about whatever. So welcome to the channel if you're new. We have 9 squares in this row across, we have 9 squares in this row across, and every row across. We have 9 squares in every column down, and then you might notice we have 9 squares that are highlighted by black lines like this. Okay, now of course you can see numbers, and that's the part of the game. You might wonder, is it something to do with maths? No, it's nothing to do with maths, or math if you're American. It is about logic, and our objective is to finish the game, or the way to finish the game is to fill in every blank square with a digit. The lowest number is 1, the highest number is 9, and we use the idea of numbers appearing once only in their row, column, or block. So let's start with digit 9, since I clicked on it and I can see something useful. We have 9 in this column already. That means that 9 cannot go in this square, this square, this square, this square, this square, or any other square down there. Of course it can't go in the squares that already have numbers, 1 number per square. But anyway, in this particular block, this square and this square are banned from becoming a 9 by this 9 up here. And then we've got a 9 here, and I'm going to draw a blue line up like this to say, well, we can't have any 9s. So this square, this square, this square are now blocked by this 9 here. And then we have 9 going across this way. Remember, only 1 9 per channel. So if we look in this central box here, we can see that this square is banned by this 9. These 3 squares here are banned by this 9, and these 2 squares are banned by that 9. And there's just one white and empty square where we can put our 9. We know that 9 must go there because it can't go anywhere else, and that's the point of that's the way to solve these games of Sudoku, is that if it can only go in one position, it must go there. Let's try that again. We've got 9 blocking up here, 9 blocking across here. When I say blocking, I mean banning other 9s from appearing, and we've got just 1 square open. We know that the 9 is going to be there. We've got 9 across here and 9 down here. That's going to leave us with a 9 here, and we've got 9 going up here and 9 going up here and across there, and that's a 9 that goes in there. And that is, in fact, if you check, we'll find a 9 in every single row, every single column, and every single block. That means we have all of our digit 9s. There are no more to find on this particular Sudoku grid. So we're looking for all digits from 1 to 8 that we have to place now. If any of this is too fast, you can just watch it again, go back, rewind, watch it again, and I promise you'll get it the next time around. Right, let's see what else we can do. We have 2 blocking up this way and 2 blocking up here. So in this particular section, this block up here, there's only 1 empty square where the 2 can go. It must go there. Okay, getting the idea now? 2 blocking here, 2 blocking there. I don't need to cover these squares, they already have digits in them. We know that 2 is there. Now we should look and see, we only have 2 empty squares in this block, so we look and see what's missing. We've got 1, 2. Is there a 3? No. Is there a 4? No. We've got everything else, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we know that these 2 squares that I've highlighted can only be 3 or 4. They can't be anything else. So this square is either 3 or 4, and if it's a 3, this would be 4, and if this is a 4, this would be 3, right? Because there's only 2 numbers left. Now, in fact, we can see the 4 is very close by, blocking that square, so we know that the 4 goes there, and now we also know that the 3 goes in that square there. Got it? Great. See if we do anything else with the 4s. So it's a game of looking, really. Oh, okay, so now we've got 1 blocking up here, these 2 squares here. That's going to leave just 1 possibility. We have the 1 in that square. Again, we'll see what's missing from here. And again, it's a 3 and 4 that's missing. And we've got 4 blocking across there. So the 4 is there. And we can finish this block with a 3. And that's complete now. The 4 goes across here, up here, and up there. So we can say 4 appears in that square also. And the 3 blocks down here, and across here, and across there. You see how I'm using the digits that I just placed to help me find the next position for that digit. 3 blocking up here, 3 blocking down there, there's a 3. Again, we have just 2 numbers missing here. Missing numbers this time are 4 and 5. That's what we need for this particular section here, this block here. We don't have 4, we don't have 5. We've got 1, 2, 3. No 4, no 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we can see again 4 blocking here or 4 blocking there. Got blocked in 2 ways. So we know that the 4 goes there. And we know this has to be a 5. Now we take 5 blocking down here, 5 down here, 5 across there. There's a 5, and there's only 1 empty square for this column. And when we look and see what's missing, we find we don't have a digit 1, so we know that 1 goes there. We have 2 squares missing from here. What are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we have. 6 and 7 we don't have, so we know that these have to be 6 and 7. We've got 6 blocking this square. So there's our 6. And there's our 7. Now we have another 2 squares missing here, 2 digits missing here. That's going to be 4 and 8. That's what we don't yet have, 4 or 8. So we've got 4 blocking across here. There's our 4 and there's our 8. There's 1 empty square at the end of this row here, also there, but this one first. We don't yet have an 8. Let's put the 8 there. There's 1 empty square here. What number is missing? 6. We don't have a 6 yet. As I say, if this looks a bit fast, if you think I'm finding the numbers quickly, that's just from having played the game quite a lot. I'm not doing anything spectacular, I promise. Numbers missing down here are 1 and 7. Now we can see that because of this block, we need 1 and 7. Or we can look across this row and we will find exactly the same information. It's got to be 1 and 7 left. So 7 blocking down here will give us the 7 here, and the 1 will go there. So look, all of this section down here is done, all of this section up here is done, and now we've got to concentrate on this stuff here. Now I can see 1 blocking up here and 1 blocking across here will give me a 1 in that location there. Now I want to show you how we look forward a little bit. Okay, so I want us to, let's look up here. We've got 1 blocking across here and 1 blocking up here. So now in this block here, in this box here, where can 1 go? 1 can be here and 1 can be here. Can we say which is which? The answer is no. At this time we can't. But we do know 1 has to be in either this square or this square because it can't be in any of these 3 squares here. So let's start again. I'm going to click, and I now know that 1 is either here or here. Now if 1 is here, it's going to block down here, and if 1 is here, it's still going to block down here. So it doesn't matter, because 1 is in one of these two squares. These cannot be 1. Okay, now we've got 1 blocking up here, 1 blocking across here, and 1 across there. So we know that that has to be 1. We know that this is 1 because either this square or this square is 1, and that's going to block down there. I hope that made sense. I sometimes don't make sense, so I have to hope that it does make sense. Okay, now we can look at this. Let's look at this column here and see what numbers are missing. We only have 3 numbers missing. We've got 1, we don't have a 2, we don't have a 3, we've got a 4, we don't have a 5. So we know that 2, 3 and 5 are the missing numbers. Now we can actually see that 5 blocks here and 5 blocks there. So we know that 5 has to be in that square, and then we're going to be left with 2 and 3 here and 3 blocks here. So that's our 3, and that's going to be our 2. Okay, now 2 blocking across here and across here. We now know that 2 is in that square. A moment ago we put 2. Oh no, sorry, that was 1. Sorry, what am I talking about? We put the 2 there. Now we have 1 blocking across here and 1 up here, and we can say that that is a 1 because a moment ago we had 1 in one of these two squares. Right? Okay. We have 2 down here, 2 up here, 2 across there. So there is our 2 across this way, 2 across that way, and 2 up there will give us 2 there, and that joins 4 and 9 as completed digits. So 2, 4 and 9, there are no more to find on this particular board. We have 8 blocking across here and 8 blocking across here. That puts 8 into this square. We have 8 going up here and 8 across there using the digit I just placed. And we have 8 actually going up here and across there. And that's the final digit 8. Now there's just 1 empty square in this row, so let's find that. We're looking for a 3. We don't have a 3 in this row yet, so let's place it there. And now there are just 2 empty squares here. Let's see what's missing. 6 and 7. Any help on 6 or 7? So we can look from down here. No. Across here. No. Not yet. So we just have to leave that for now. Now if this is 6 and 7, that also is going to be 6 or 7 because there's only 2 empty squares in this column. And do we get any help from here? The answer is yes, we do. Now, where is it? Where is the 6 and 7 that I need help? I don't see 6 or 7. And that's because in this square here we are left with 2 empty squares here, one of which is a 6. Right? We don't have a 6 in this block yet, so we know that 6 is either here or here, and that means that this can't be a 6. So the 6 is going to be here. And that's kind of looking forwards a little bit. Okay, 7 goes there, and then we know 7 is up here. Now let's come back because we have a 3 blocking up here. 3 goes there. We can actually place the 6 here as well. 6 is there, and we just need a 6 for this row. It goes there, and we have 6 blocking down here and up there. So we need a 6 there, and that's the final digit 6. Now we've almost finished the grid. We just have 1 empty square here to get. We've got 1, 2. We don't have a 3 anywhere, so that's our 3. And now we have 1 empty square for this column. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have a 7. That's our 7. And now we've got 1 empty square for this row, this block, and this column. It's going to be the same number. It's going to be a 5. We also have 5 blocking this square here. That puts a 5 there. Or you can just see the empty square for this row. No, there's just 1 number left to get for the whole grid. It's a 1. And that's our easy level, our beginner level game over for Monday. Like I say, lots of beginner level games, easy level games on this channel. There's a whole playlist of them. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. See you around. Bye-bye.